How's it going, guys? Welcome to my video on Nintendo's financial results. I'm going to be mainly talking about the best-selling, well, not the best-selling, that's NPD. We're going to be talking about sales for the Switch software, and we'll be going over a handful of its games, which happen to be all published by Nintendo, and most of them are developed by Nintendo. So we got mostly first-party games, and then a few second-party titles. So anyway. Alright, so we have the Switch. Nintendo Switch is sitting at 107.65 million units with a software rate at 822.18 million SKUs. And you can also see the other Nintendo systems if you want to take a look. I'll have the link down in the description, or if you just want to pause the video, you could do that, but I'm not going to be going over all that today. Future, I might make a video sometime this year talking about all the sales for the systems, consoles, and handhelds, but I don't really see a reason to bring it up every single video, so I'm not going to do that this time. Maybe later this summer I might do that. Anyway, sorry, let me fix that. So now we're going to be going over titles. So I'm going to be naming all these in order. And now Pokemon titles are going to be merged together, if that makes sense, into a single game. So they're just different versions, but the sales are going to be like, say, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. They're two different versions, two different games, but technically they're the same game, more or less. So the sales for the Pokemon games are going to be the same, if that makes sense. So start with best-selling game on the Switch is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at 45.33 million pieces, but units of Animal Crossing New Horizons would be the second best-selling game, and we also have the Japanese logo for these games, I should mention. This sits at 38.64 million. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, 28.17 million SKUs. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, this is 26.55 million. Now, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield combined have sold 24.27 million units. Super Mario Odyssey has shipped or sold, whatever, 23.50 million units. Yeah, I should say shipped, but Super Mario Party, 17.78 million. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which sits at 14.65 million units. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, 14.53 million. And finally, we have Ring Fit Adventure, which has sold 14.9 million units. Now, that game, I figured that game would be successful. I just didn't expect it to sell that many. I was expecting it'll probably sell a few million after the first year, and then it's like, yeah, I think it'll still sell fine, but then after a while, people will get tired of it. But it's actually sold pretty well. Now, I'm not really surprised by Pokemon, or the Mario games, or Breath of the Wild, and then obviously Animal Crossing and I was gonna say Skyward Sword. No, Animal Crossing and Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yeah, so that is that. I'll have the link down in the description if you guys want to see more in detail. Like if I could access other parts of this website and it'll actually give me dividends and all that. It's like, well, our sales are up or down a certain percentage compared to last quarter. Or all that. I'm not going to get into that. I just want to talk about the console itself, sales, and how the games are selling, which all of them happen to be published by Nintendo. Now, I know in some countries, Pokemon might be published by the Pokemon Company and others and then by Nintendo. But for this video, I'm just going to say Nintendo because it's easier. It would be nice to eventually see some third-party games outsell some first or second-party games. It's not really a big deal, but it's as popular as the Switch is. It seems like Nintendo-published titles sell better than even third-party games. And it is what it is. Anyway, I also forgot to mention that these sales, including the console sales for the Switch and software, we have as of March 31st, 2022. That was the last day of the 2021 fiscal year. So the all these numbers are based on March 31st of this year. So we're now in the first quarter of fiscal year 2022. So it's likely that the Switch, or even, the software, all that, but let's say the Switch, maybe it's actually sitting at 108.56 million units. I'm just a random number that's not based on anything. Well, I guess you could say an educated guess since I've been doing this for a while, but I don't consider myself an expert at all. I do this for fun. I enjoy it. And I love talking about games. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to shut up. Let me know what you guys think of the Switch. What's your favorite game? I would probably have to say Breath of the Wild's probably my number one favorite game on the Switch. I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite Zelda game of all time. I think that would be Wind Waker. Breath of the Wild would be a close second, though. Anyway, so without further ado, let me know what you guys think. Maybe we could get to, I don't know, it's 155 or 156 million or whatever the DS and PS2 sold. It was right around that number. Could that happen? I don't know. It seems the later we get into the life of the Switch, it seems more and more likely that it could happen, but I still think it's a little too early to say for sure. I'd say if it continues, say we get to 140 million units and it's still selling strong and it's not like slowly getting there, then maybe I might say, well, there's a good chance it could. But right now I'm not going to say whether it will or won't. But if you asked me, like, back in 2017, I probably would have said, no, it's not going to. No way in hell. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching.